everybody! How are we? Are we good? That was kind of lame, I'll be honest with you guys. I said, how are we? Are we good? Are we happy? Yes! That's what I like. Hell yeah. Do you guys feel like you're getting stupider every single day? Hell yeah. Yeah. You remember thoughts? I don't have thoughts anymore. Everything in my brain now is either a viral meme or a TikTok sound. Like, my job announced layoffs, and I was like, yo ho. Dying brain right there. I don't know. My mom's on TikTok now. Yeah, it's bad. I know it's bad. You hear an audible groan from this side of the room when I said that. I don't know. Everyone complains about their, like, Facebook moms, but Facebook is for moms, right? Like, if you have a good old-fashioned Facebook mom, you have no idea how good you have it, all right? Because at least a Facebook mom is, like, posting stuff that she thinks is important, right? You know what I'm talking? Like, you go on Facebook and your mom's just like, Nancy Pelosi is trans, or what, something like that. And you're just like, way to go, mommy. You really blew the lid off the deep state with that one, My mom has weaponized TikTok against me. Like, I didn't call her back the other day, and I just got a video from her that was like, 5 signs your kid might be distancing himself from you. Insane passive aggression. I don't know. I'm scared of TikTok. You guys scared of TikTok? Yeah. A couple of yeahs, and then everyone under 27's like, it's actually how we read now, so please don't ban our literature. I don't know. I'm scared of TikTok. I'm not scared of it for the reasons that everyone says you're supposed to be, though, right? Because remember the whole thing? They were like, TikTok's selling your data to China. Remember that? They're like, the Chinese want your data. It's like, give the Chinese my data. Like, I'm wearing shoes that their children made, all right? That seems like a fair trade to me, frankly. Some of you didn't like that, but I'm seeing a lot of Nikes in the crowd tonight, so I don't really want to hear that from you. I don't know. I'm scared of TikTok because I don't like how quickly TikTok figured me out, You know what I'm saying? Like, immediately it was showing me content that I could never conceive of but didn't know I loved every second of, right? Like, day one on TikTok was just like cute dances and like makeup tutorials. And then day 2 was just dudes with Down syndrome on motorcycles. and just cops being arrested for drunk driving, Just stuff that I was like, just give them my data. Just keep pumping this in, I'm ready to rot my brain with this stuff. I don't know. I'm 28. I grew up with the internet. Like, I've never lived a life without the internet. And so I've seen, like, from a young age, I've seen the most, like, vile, horrific content. Like, everyone my age has seen the most violent stuff from a young age. And now everyone's an adult, and everyone's saying that they have autism. And it's like, no, you watched an ISIS beheading when you were 12, actually. You are shell-shocked now. You don't have normal emotions, frankly. I don't know. My parents were always worried about porn screwing me up. That was the thing. My parents were always like, don't watch no porno, it'll screw your brain up. And my mom's not usually an Italian guy. But when it came to porn, she was full walnuts on that one, That was the first joke she laughed at, just so you guys know how the front row's doing. But they were really worried about porn, and it was like, Mom, I'm on a Reddit thread called Watch People Die right now. Like, maybe anal would be good for me at this point. Like, that's a nice change of pace from this. I can actually learn something from that, All right, you guys are sickos. This is gonna be fun. This is good. I don't know. I've been with my family a bunch lately. They live here in Denver. The last time I came out here, we came out here at the end of last summer. We came out here to spread my grandfather's ashes, which, if you've never done that before, it's a really nice way to accidentally inhale some of your loved one. Yeah. Yes. I did a bump of my grandfather. And ever since then, I can't stop yelling about the Japanese. So, hell of a drug that is, I'll tell you what. That one hit you a little too late. That was you. It was good. It took him a second to figure out why that was funny. It's fun. It's good. It is weird. If you've ever done it, it's like you expect it to be like sand, but it goes everywhere. Like it just blows. And you're like trying to have a nice moment. And you're just like, Grandpa would have always wanted us to wipe him out of our eyebrows. You know, it's horrifying. It's terrible. And he's like dying wish was that we would spread his ashes on top of like a specific mountain. And it just felt like I was in like a video game, and his jets just unlocked a side mission I had to complete. Like he died, and a little wizard popped up that was like, "You must carry Granddaddy up the mountain." And I don't mean to sound callous about the whole thing, but that was pretty inconvenient for me, right? Because it's not like we got to pick when he died. I mean, we did, but that's not provable. But all right, that was the line for this half of the room. That's good. But he just died, and then my dad called and was like, "Hey, we gotta go spread Grandpa." And I was like, "Where?" And he was like, "On top of a mountain." And I was like, I knew the guy. I really think he'd love the front yard, all right? He did a lot of yelling about stuff out there, so this is fun. You guys are good. You guys are fun. I don't know, that is a thing I was thinking about, though, about death, is that we don't talk about this a lot, is that when you die, there will be people in your life who are more inconvenienced by your death than sad about it. You know what I'm talking about over here, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, when you die, there will be someone in your life who you know who's like, "Oh, the funeral's Thursday?" I guess I'll sell my Hamilton tickets then. It's true. It's a true thing. I don't like that you don't get to pick how you die. I mean, you can, but it bums everyone out. You know? Not supposed to do that. Second thing she's laughed at, just so we know. She's got very specific taste over here. It's good. I think it's crazy that people say suicide's cowardly. I think that's crazy. You've heard that before, right? Suicide's cowardly. I think that's weird, right? Because we're all gonna die, right? So if you kill yourself, you're just choosing when that happens for you. Cowardly is like you won't go in the basement because it's dark. I don't think it's cowardly to look God in the face and say, "I call the shots now, motherfucker." Yeah, you're right. That is a funny one. I agree with you. You nailed it. Did your job. I don't know. I don't think you should kill yourself to solve your problems. I don't think that. Because I don't think it solves your problems. I really don't. I do think you can kill yourself to create problems for other people. That's what I think. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to do it, at least do it in the bathroom at work or something like that. Right? Like, I'm well-liked enough at my company that I could stop business for, like, at least a Tuesday by doing that. You know? There's nothing that shareholders hate more than shelling out for grief counseling for the office. All right, that last line will probably get cut next time I do it. That's fine. All right, you guys are dark. It's good. We're having fun. Let's have a crazy change of pace here. You guys like dogs? You like dogs? We're done with the suicide stuff. You guys didn't like it over here. That's fine. We like dog people in here? Yeah. You didn't answer me the first 2 times I said it, so I don't know. I got a dog recently. I got a dog. I didn't want to get a boy dog though, because I don't like their dog penises. Does that resonate with you guys over here? You know what I'm talking about, right? Like when someone's like, "Meet my dog. He's so cute," and it just looks like someone dropped a hot dog on a shag carpet, right? Oh, was that too gross? I'm sorry. Should I have said sausage on a shag carpet? Are we not? We're more of a kielbasa crowd. You know what I'm talking about, though, right? The belly's the best part of the dog, you know? And you can't rub a boy dog's belly without accidentally clipping it like a speed bag sometimes, you know? It's terrible. It's uncomfortable. But I got a boy dog. Because he's got the smallest little dog penis I've ever seen. It looks like a mistake on his body, honestly. The first time I saw it, I was like, "Come here, girl. You got a tick I gotta get off you." You know? I pulled at it for a while. It didn't come off He did like it, though. He liked that a lot. But then I started to kind of like it, so I had to stop. You know what I mean? I had to... All right. Another line. Found it. That's good. This is a weird joke. Because it's weird, because you don't think about, like, comparing yourself to a dog. That's a weird thing to do. But then every now and then you meet a dog that's just hanging one in front of you. And you're just like, all right, well, that fucking sucks for me. You know? You're like, come here, boy. Come here, sir. You know? Jumps up on the couch and you're like, you're right, I do belong on the floor. This is your couch. All right, I understand where I lost you in that joke. And I think it was about the moment where you guys were like, he's fucking that dog. He's having sex with that dog. That's happening. All right. Quick finish on that one. Very cool. What about drugs? You like drugs? I'm just going to keep asking you guys about stuff that you like. Drugs, swimming? Anyone like swimming tonight? No. Are we drug people in here? It's Denver. I don't know. I like that everyone's like super progressive about drugs now, right? They're like, do your drugs, test your drugs. Just be safe about drugs. I think that's nice. It has taken some of the fun out of drugs, though, right? Because, like, cocaine used to be a lot of fun. Like, you sneak away from the party, you do a little too much cocaine, you go back to the party, and you scare the bitches away. That was fun. Me and him been doing that for a long time, right? Yeah. You can see it on your face. Very good. And now everyone I know who does cocaine isn't even like a cokehead. They're just like a normal adult who likes a little bit of cocaine sometimes. And nothing will make coke lame like watching someone do it who has their life together, right? Like just watching someone be like, you know, I think Becca and I are gonna buy a Mazda. And you're like, you make $100,000. Stop licking my table right now, you know? I don't know. I don't fuck with drugs. I'm not like against them. I'm just bad at them. You know what I mean? Like, I have friends who like take mushrooms and they're like, oh, I looked at the trees and I realized I need to be a more empathetic person. I took mushrooms like a month ago, and at one point out loud I just said, I got too many friends named Matthew. That was it. That was my big mushrooms moment, you guys. Most people come out of mushrooms and they call their parents more. I just put all the Matthews in a group chat together. And I was like, you guys figure it out amongst yourselves, you know? All right, we came back from the dog penis lull pretty good, huh? That's fun. All right, I got a couple minutes left. I'm going to talk about this. I was talking about this a little bit at the beginning. I do think like technology's gotten really weird lately, right? Like we're like inventing a lot of stuff that we didn't even know that we needed. Like, do you guys know about sex robots? That was too excited from over here. Are you with him?
That's my wife.
That's your wife? Great. Your husband is a pervert, just so you know. You should let him get like a 20-minute head start and then just never go back to him after this, because he's a pervert and he's willing to tell all of us that. So usually I ask that and all the women are shaking their head and all the dudes are just staring straight at the floor, you know? But they're making like full-size sex dolls that are robotic for people to have sex with, for men to have sex with, right? Because women figured out the robot dick thing like a long time ago. And now dudes are like, look what we made, right? And gals are like, there's one in my purse right now, all right? I just think it's crazy how quickly into robots we got sex robots, right? Like that was like item number 2 for the robotics team. Like they made one robot vacuum that did an okay job. And they were just like, well, guess it's time we fuck these things. It's insane. We got sex robots before we got self-driving cars. Like, they were like, we gotta fix transportation. Once we figure out where to put our cum. You were right to wince at that. That was a gross thing to say. I'm sorry. It was disgusting. And once again, he liked it too much. So that's good. I don't know. Do you know how horny you'd have to be to buy a set? I mean, he knows how horny you'd have to be, but do you know how horny? All right, shut the fuck up. You know how horny you'd have to? They're making them like 5'8", all right? That's like a full-size, like that's not a sex toy. That's a piece of furniture. And there's not one room in my house where that would pull things together nicely, you know? Except for maybe my fuck dungeon. Maybe it'd be good. Some jokes are just for me up here. That's what that one was. But when you're not having sex with that, where do you put that, right? Do you just stand it up in the corner? And it just looms over your life all... Like you just walk into the room and it's just like... all day long, right? And then when you have company, you just toss a blanket over it like a Scooby-Doo monster and hope that no one gets curious and is like, Zoinkies, it was old man fuckdoll the whole time! All right, you guys have been a lot of fun. Give it up for your host tonight. Come on.